I am recording.
All right, so last week in the middle of the night, a commotion downstairs on the main floor awoke Arden. He woke up Celestine and Nowhere, and as they started to head down the stairs, they saw some loggers hauling off a couple of people, and Shandar shouted at them to get out of Good Mead and stay out. Party quickly caught up to the culprits, who convinced immediately that Nearth and Targos hired them for Shandar to make Shandar look like a hero to the people of Goodmead. After a small midnight debate, Claudette followed Shandar back to his house, found a small pin, silhouette of a dragon in flight. She left it there and returned to the mead hall, where she told Celestine what she had seen. She then headed to bed. On the party meeting up downstairs for breakfast, Celestine described the pin Claudette had found. Noah immediately recognized it as a symbol for the Zentarim, a group of evil spies. Olivessa said it made sense that maybe Naerth of Targos might be trying to extend his network of spies beyond the bigger cities. Maybe that was why Shandar had initially come to Goodmead a couple of years ago. The party went to find Shandar, but he was missing. He was not at his house, and when they tried the logger's house, one of the loggers explained that 5 hours previously Shandar had arrived, woke him up, and had left town with about 8 loggers. He assumed that they were going back to Targos. So as we pick it up, there were some mentions last week that Illiken wanted to go ice fishing and check out Shandar's place. And that was all I had heard at the end of last week.
We were just starting to talk about. Elkin said, since he's gone, why don't we check his? Why don't uh, Claudette check to see if the pin is still in his room?
Is that something you'd be willing to do, Claudette?
Yeah, I'll go back to the home.
Just try not to get caught. We're kind of in a gray area of legality here.
Is anybody coming with me?
Uh, the guy that will get everybody's attention will go with you. Elkin stands up and starts walking and calls his dragon companion over with him.
So Claudette and Illiken are heading to Shandar's house. Everybody else doing?
I'm waiting here at the mead hall for them to come back and tell us what they found.
I'll wait there too.
Picking up any tables and chairs that still need to be straightened out.
Arden will go with Nowhere and Celsi.
Illiken and Celestia? Or, Arden's staying with.
Arden's staying with them because he doesn't know. I don't remember exactly where we were at this present moment, so that's why he's saying he's staying with them. Wherever they go, he goes.
Okay. Alright, so Illican and Claudette make their way over to Shandar's house. Doing this stealthily, just walking around, just what y'all doing?
Illikin doesn't think of stealth, so he's just walking. And since he's thinking that he's going to be the where the people's eyes are, he's rough. He's playing with his companion a little bit to get people's eyes to look at him, not at Claudette.
Let me see if I can help him make me look less conspicuous. I'm trying to load my character sheet. Hold on. I am trying to be very inconspicuous.
So you can tell you are very inconspicuous. Okay. So you wind up at Shandar's house. You're at Shandar's house.
Okay, so let me attempt to get in.
Isn't the door still
All right,
unlocked?
Thieves' tools. Or did you do? Did you? You guys checked earlier.
I think it was unlocked earlier,
Okay.
wasn't it?
Okay. No, it was locked when you checked earlier, but I don't remember if you locked it when you left.
She didn't.
Okay. Then it is unlocked.
Okay. Sneak inside.
Your perception check. It's dark. It's still dark.
Let me just go back where I found that pen and see if it's still there.
Okay. Give me. Well, you know where it is. So probably don't need an investigation. It is not there. As you open the wardrobe, the little secret nook thing is wide open. There's no pin. There are no clothes. It looks like Shandar left in a hurry.
Can I check for secret doors?
Sure, give me an investigation. There are no secret doors that you can find.
Did I notice anything else in that investigation that would be beneficial to tell the team?
About all that you can muster up is that it looks like he's gone for good.
But if this was a ruse to make him be and I'm saying this to Illiken, if this was a ruse to make him look like a hero so the people would vote for him as mayor, why would he leave?
He's been found out. Okay. No, he would not think about that. Okay, can't answer that one. Did, but he could say that. Uh, I noticed you didn't do your hand jiggle to get inside. Why?
It was unlawful.
As far as he would take that. Okay. Okay. And he's like, we found him out. He's running. If you told him that all his stuff was gone.
Let's go back and tell Celestine and Nowhere and Arden what we found. And we probably need to figure out where he's going and what he's going to be doing next.
Okay, and he says, should you relock the door in case he comes back?
Sure, I'll relock the door.
He was always the last one out of the door, and he left it unlocked. Just
No,
saying.
he left it locked.
He left it locked both times. Every time she left it unlocked.
So last night, when she went to go search his place, she entered, found the pin, left the door unlocked. Came back to you, talked to you about the pin, and then went to sleep. Earlier when you guys went to go to the logger's house before you went, she went there, found out that he was missing. She re-unlocked the door, left without locking it. Then y'all went and talked to the loggers.
I didn't remember her having to relock it, sorry. Or unlock it, whatever.
Yep.
Well, let's go back and tell Celestine, Nowhere, and Arden that he's gone.
Okay. Come on.
Alright, so you make your way back. Takes you a little bit, 10-15 minutes, and you are back at the mead hall.
Let's Claudette, tell the group what's going on.
I tell the group what we found. Absolutely nothing. It looks like he's gone for good. Based on our recent findings, I think maybe we need to go after him because he might be the key to finding out where the frost maiden is.
Well, the loggers said that they thought he was going back to Targos.
Arden and Ilkin both say, we follow the group. Arden says, guess no fishing.
Well, we have to wait until after the election anyway, which is like day after tomorrow, so you can go do your ice fishing.
Why do we need to wait?
To protect the town in case he and his cronies come back. Finnegan and Alabesta don't have the authority to arrest him if he comes back. They can't stop him from doing anything because there is no speaker. Somebody has to protect the town.
Okay. I just kind of feel that if we're going after him and following in his tracks, he would have to come back the same way he came.
But that would, but Ilkin mentions, speaks up and says he agrees, but that would mean that we'd have to follow his tracks from the beginning, and as we don't know where they actually went, and we didn't look for tracks when we were there, we wouldn't know which tracks were his and which tracks were the regular lumbermen doing their job.
Besides the fact that the logger said they thought he was going to Targos, there's no guarantee he's going there. For all we know, he's going off to Kirkonig. And do we really want to take that chance? I mean, if you guys really think we need to head out now, let's go. But
We promised to stay here until Arden says we promised to stay here until the elections were completed. Uh, and so let's just wait. Maybe he comes back. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe we find more information about the drinking. Or the guy who's put the next place we have to go if this is conceded with the guy that's being put to death.
Easthaven.
He's safe.
Which, for the record, I think that's a different conversation, but I think we should actually go to Easthaven before Targos. But we can discuss that after this.
Because technically, we're not, he hasn't done anything bad to go and kill him yet. Just that he's being criminal. Since none of us are officers of the law, and they can't do anything as a town, protect the town long enough for them to do it themselves. Or at least we get paid for something.
Okay, what do y'all say? We staying here, or I mean, I kind of think the town needs us to protect it until after the election.
We stay, just find something to do, or we just enjoy the day. They don't have a blacksmith shop, so I can't go and play. So I can't go try to make a wheel.
All right, so you're gonna stay for a couple days. What are you doing today?
Is this a large enough town that I might be able to find some dyes, like colored dye type thing, inks, that kind of stuff?
No, they do not have much going on at all.
Then never mind.
Illiken will go fishing for a couple days. Since we're at since 2 days in there, unless something pops up, he's going to fish for the day. See if anybody has a boat that needs an extra hand to pay, and I'll pay for it.
Be right back.
And the question is, since there's nothing happening in town, does Sky want to fast forward and say we did it, or if he has something to go?
I would like to work on my leatherworking. Since we do have time.
Sorry, I was trying to find my notes from Bremen and how I did this, but yeah, if anyone wants to work on stuff, we'll do that. And it shouldn't go too extended.
While we're waiting, I'll just signal the barman that I need a mug of mead. And I'll sit here and I'll work on my mead.
Interesting profession.
And how much that's 2 silver, right?
2 silver per cup. Yep.
Okay, well, Mr. Barman, here's a gold piece. Keep them coming.
Okay. If it's okay, I would like to make 2 sets of gloves from my remaining, or from what's left of that moose pelt and the wolf pelts that I have.
Sounds great.
And I will use the half bottle of black ink that I have to dye one of them black.
Okay. Do leatherworking, dexterity, or the needlework times twice.
Oh man. Damn it.
The black gloves, they're rough. They're like those out of game. They're like a pair of leather gloves that you might get from Walmart. they'll do the trick, but they won't. Whatchamacallit, wouldn't be great for an archer, but they might be good for normal, just keeping warm. The second one, as you are feeling a little more better about it, you run the knife down and cut off like 4 fingers. Four fingers of the glove, not 4 of your fingers. Make that clear.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Okay, I'll hold on to this for now, I guess.
I'm just observing everything.
Pelican, how long are you going to go out to the lake for?
8 hours. Or okay, whatever the time is to about when they come back in.
Okay. Are you planning on drilling a hole in the ice or going out to the water and throwing out your rod?
Well, if I can hire on to do the work, I'll go out with a boat. If I can't, then drill close to shore. So if somebody needs me, I'm there.
I would say that their majority of the people here are working in the mead hall, trying to make mead and whatnot. So, there are boats available if you wanted to take one out. Otherwise, it would be drilling a hole close to shore.
Okay, close to shore. That way I'm not too far from the meat hall. If something happens, and they can still catch a couple fish.
All right. Give me a survival check for the drill. It takes you about 30 minutes or so to get a hole down to the water. And give me 6 survival checks on fishing.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to stealth. I was just my finger went up a little bit.
AC. Out. Get out.
All right, at the end of the day, you have 59 knucklehead trout.
I'm gonna say I only have actually about 56 because I would have fed some to Drake.
Okay.
I come back in with the fish and I ask the town what I can do with them. Is there a place I can?
The cook at the meat hall um, will say, "I'll give you." Why don't we say I'll go ahead and cook them for free for you guys tonight. For got 6 of y'all, 5 of y'all. For 10 of them, 43, and the other 43 I'll buy for 2 silver per fish.
Sold.
So 86 silver in addition for you. Anything else for evening?
Nope, that's done with him. He smiles and he turns around and looks around and he says, "I'll go back to bed. Come on, Scout." And you just see this giant, God, with dragon in my mind, Komodo dragon, following him up the stairs.
Nowhere's drinking mead.
Yeah, I've been
That'll
just
be
sitting here sipping it all day. Is there? You need more money, barkeep?
how many meads are you gonna end up having? 2 silver a piece. That would be five drinks per gold.
Well, I guess I better give you another gold then, because I know I've had at least 6. So here's another gold. And after I eat, I think I need somebody to help me to bed.
If nobody else tries to help him, I'll help him to bed.
Um,
I'm still royally screwing up my leatherworking. So yeah, I probably don't even notice that Nowhere is drunk.
Because he forgot, but back a little bit, he did thank you for the gloves and said they kept them.
Certainly, that's what they're there for.
but then he went to bed.
All right, so you guys go to bed. Nothing happens over um night. Wake up. Um, come down to breakfast the next morning. Not planning on doing anything. We'll save the elections today. Just for sake of brevity. This afternoon, all doing anything in the morning.
Okay, well, and in the morning I wake up and I feel all chipper and excited, doing great, and go down, talk to the barman and say, "Could I get some eggs and uh, well, I don't know, something else, and meat, I guess, and whatever you've got for breakfast, and mug of mead. Isn't it a wonderful day?"
The other king comes down, gets a glass of water, sits in the corner just to listen to the conversations.
So Cook will make nowhere um what looks to be bacon, but as you eat it, you can tell that it was definitely yesterday's catch of knucklehead. Um,
Fish bacon.
I mean, he seared it pretty good in strips, but definitely fish. Um, and eggs as well. Um,
Fish eggs too. Sorry, I'll shut up.
makes
Gotta
sense,
love the
but
expensive
no.
caviar.
Chicken, eggs, and bacon made of fish. And get you that mead. Um, Illican, give me a perception check.
I
He's
give
too
the
much of an
bar.
eyesore to pay attention.
You do hear two loggers uh, in the corner that are having breakfast. They're deep in a whispered conversation, and there's a small child playing with a doll on the floor underneath the table. A female says to the male, "Well, what do you want me to do about it?" And the male says, "All you need to do is dispose of the body while I distract her. We will just say he ran away. Nobody will know the difference." And as they notice you, they quiet down.
He looks at what the girl's playing.
He's playing with her doll, like,
Okay.
After overhearing that, I'm going to attempt to move closer without getting recognized or without raising their suspicion.
that was Illican hearing that. Illican, do you tell Claudette?
Sure. And I look at the kids, I'm thinking, pet died.
All right, Claudette. What are you doing?
After Illiken tells me about what the woman and man was talking about, I'm trying to get closer to them without raising a lot of suspicion by them.
As
And then
Illiken
if the
walks
lady
away,
gets up to leave, I'm going to follow her.
as Illiken walks away, they'll just start making small talk again. And walking on. I gotcha. They will make small talk again, and yeah, you'll hear more random stuff from them, and they'll eventually go back to talking about disposing. Just all you got to do is take it into the woods and bury him, and we'll just say he ran away. No, nobody, no, everybody will be better for it.
Do they give me any hints as to who they're talking about?
Give me an insight check. No, not really.
Man, we cannot roll for shit tonight. Yeah, today. This is terrible.
This is Illiken trying to do a perception check. Come on now.
So I'm going to circulate and whisper in Celestine's ear and let her know what Illiken overheard and what I've been overhearing.
Okay.
And then circle back to the couple so that I can keep an eye on them.
Okay. I want to talk about something that happened before this, but I want to follow this through first, if that's... Or how do you want to do that, Sky? Because there's something I wanted to do before this whole thing came up.
Okay.
You know, as
Either
far
way.
as the timeline's concerned. Okay. We'll circle back to that and follow this through, unless that's confusing anyone.
I don't care, one way or another. It's
Okay.
all good.
I certainly think we should find out more. It's entirely possible it is as Illiken thought, just a pet. But is there any way you can follow without being noticed? Hopefully a little better than you did with Shandar.
Hopefully.
They get up and take the child with them, and they walk out of the Mead hall.
And I follow.
About 10 minutes down, they start walking towards where you've gone before, down towards Shandar's house. And they enter a different house, and where the woman enters the house, and the father leads his daughter back around the side, You're down about right here. And father leads his daughter down this way. What are you going to do?
Now, he was telling her to take the body in the woods, correct?
Yes.
I don't think they're going to get the child involved, so I'm going to stick with the woman.
Yep. Are you following her in the house, or?
I'm going to walk around the house and see how many entrances and exits there are.
There's one entrance on the front, one entrance on the back.
I'm going to attempt to enter the house and be undetected.
Okay. Me a thieves' tools dexterity. Yeah, simple enough. You pop the lock and you get in. You notice some sounds coming from the kitchen.
I will attempt to go and see what's going on in the kitchen.
You see a woman trying to carry a fairly large-sized dog to the back door, trying to fumbling with the door handle as she's trying to keep the dog in her arms and trying to trying to get out of the house.
Do I recognize this dog?
Nope.
So it's quite possible they're only just taking their dog out to kill. But why would it be important and why would it matter? I'm having a conundrum of thoughts right now.
It's dead. Like you can tell by looking at it that the dog's dead.
Right, but why would they have to be secretive about burying it?
Give me an insight on yourself. Or a straight wisdom. Actually, a straight wisdom would probably be better.
Straight wisdom.
Yep, straight wisdom.
Is that at the top part?
It's one of your ability mods. Just click where it says wisdom.
It's stat boxes on the left-hand side.
You could pretty much 18. I would say you were pretty sure that the reason that they were being secretive was because the dog died and the kid doesn't know, and they didn't want to go through the painful proceedings of having to explain death to the child.
I'm going to silently let myself out the front door, circle around one of the other houses and start walking like I'm just taking a walk, and look to see when the woman actually starts to exit the house, and then I will offer my assistance.
He will be a little startled as you walk up to her. And she'll be a little startled as you walk up to her. and she'll gladly take your assistance in helping with the dog, taking it out and burying it in the woods. Right here, like.
All right. Once we're done, I'll head back to Mead Hall. Let everybody know that it was just a dog, guys. It was just a dog.
All right, White. What are you wanting to do earlier?
Okay, as Celestine comes down these stairs and sees that Nowhere is in such a good mood, I would like to do an insight check on him. Is he actually in a good mood?
All right, go for insight check. Nowhere.
Or is he just pretending to be in a good mood?
Nowhere. That would be a contested, I don't know, deception or maybe persuasion.
You're welcome to whisper that to Sky specifically so that I don't know for sure.
I don't have any secrets about it. It's just that what I was trying to indicate with the good mood and all was that the mead is not affecting me to the point that I'm all depressed and turning into a drunk, but rather I wake up in the morning and I'm all refreshed. I don't have a hangover, and all's right with the world.
Okay, so you're actually in a good mood.
You bet.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know how to display it any other way. You thought I was faking it?
Yeah, I just know there are things about your backstory that I'm aware of, and
Mm-hmm.
they might give you reason to fake a good mood. That's all.
Well, nope. It's just, you know, I can sit here and drink all night. And in the morning, I wake up, there's no hangover, and I feel great.
Okay.
So the logical thing is to have another mug of mead.
Okay. Okay, so that was it.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything for the morning?
Not him. Arden will just relax. He's cleaning his gear, checking, make sure everything's there they're supposed to have.
It gets to be about 1 o'clock. The mead hall will fill up pretty packed, and they will start getting their proceedings figured out and everything else. And Finnegan will stand up near the bar. He'll probably actually stand on the bar because he's so short. And all of us, and somebody else, probably the proprietor of the mead hall or the person then in charge, will try and get everybody quiet, and they will scan the crowd and not see Shandar and basically say, well, without Shandar here, it looks like he resigns for speakership of the town, and then again wins by default. Everyone.
will applaud loudly and congratulate him.
Congratulate him. Illiken and with with help will looking over the crowd to see if there's anything hidden in the crowd.
Anything hidden?
Odd behavior. He wins, but looking at the crowd,
Give me a perception check.
oh, it's perception.
No. Nothing stands out.
Illiken will pack up his gear and start walking outside.
I'd say you do overhear one person or two people talking. Rumor has it that some fishers have gone missing in Easthaven recently. Oh, really? I hear they set a date for that wizard to burn. Gonna roast him good.
When the others get to him or come out, he'll tell them what he heard.
Sounds like we should be going over to Easthaven. And
Yes, I think we should head over to Easthaven first before we head up to Targos.
this sounds good. Barkeep, did I owe you anything?
He'll just kind of wave his hand, and nah, you've been great.
Okay, well, thank you much. We'll be on our way. I grab my gear and I head outside.
Can we make it to Easthaven today before dark? Oh, I guess it's already dark. Never mind. Let's head to Easthaven.
I just follow along.
They head out. Scale's going with him.
Y'all get about 300 feet away from the meat hall, and you hear a small voice. Wait! You guys are leaving so soon? As Finnegan tries to shuffle up to the party. I would like to thank you for your continued support and help to help with me getting through all this. I do not know all the specifics, but from what I understand, I will be getting a quite large house as the speaker, with more room than someone of my stature would ever need. You are more than welcome to stay anytime you pass through, assuming I don't have any other guests staying, of course. Also, I talked with Olivessa and a couple of other cask makers, and I had these made for you. And Finnegan hands each party member a pair of snowshoes.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds great. Look nice.
Thank you, Finnegan.
Illiken, in his non-PC manner, says, "Does that include if you have her staying over?"
I elbow Illiken and go, come on.
He said unless he had guests. I wanted to make sure.
There might be hers, there might be hims. I'm not sure.
The potential speaker if he hadn't become one.
Olivessa.
Alavessa is what he said. Does that include if Alavessa is staying over?
She has her own house. I'm not sure why she would be staying with me.
Okay.
Because y'all look mighty comfortable together, that's all.
Claudette, give me a perception check. You notice he's blushing.
I can probably see the blood raising up into his cheeks. He's blushing so bad.
Tasty.
I go over and I just whisper to him, don't forget, you miss 100% of the chances you don't take.
Let's don't give the guy too much of a hard time. After all, he is the speaker.
I whispered it to him. I wasn't giving him a hard time.
Then how
Just letting him know that he should go
bright
for it.
red?
Harris is already halfway down the block. Pelican is already halfway down the block.
I will thank Finnegan profusely for the snowshoes, and as we are walking away, I will lean towards nowhere and say, "What are these for?"
What for?
Pelican already has his on.
Oh,
These contraptions.
Snowshoes. Yes. They're a contrivance to make it possible to walk on top of the snow instead of knee deep in it. And once you get the hang of it, they work pretty well. So you do
That's
it like
convenient.
this, and I put my snowshoes down. Struggle to get each of them fastened to my boots. Then I step up and show them that because it spreads my weight out more, I can walk on top of the snow if it's not too soft.
So as you exit Goodmead onto the Eastway,
Thank you, Nowhere, for explaining that. Sorry, go ahead.
it definitely seems to be a little faster travel than you previously had as you were walking down here, walking everywhere. Mechanically, it's a quarter of the time less to get places.
Good.
All right. So who is leading towards Goodmead?
Verheis was leading, or Illiken was leading, and I rolled a 17 perception so I could go.
Roll a perception now. Wait till I ask for rolls.
If you'll let me, I'll give him a hand.
I'm
He already rolled. Never mind.
That's fine. I heard it before I looked at it. All right, so based on with Celestine's help and Claudette's map, feel like you're making good time. Feel like you're getting there. Should take about 3 hours to get there. About 2 hours in, you hear some heavy crunching to the northwest.
Illiken motions that he's hearing something and points the direction, and points that he's going to follow that noise, since it's still heading in the same direction.
Why I changed pages.
From here, which page or which direction is Easthaven?
According to the map, it is to the east.
The trail to the east leads to Easthaven.
Correct.
And the commotion you said was to the northwest?
Yep.
How far?
Give me a perception check. About 70 to 80 feet off. Northwestish.
Okay. From this far away, do we know? Can we tell what these creatures are?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
How much? How many feet?
Should be 60.
Yeah, the normal 60. So probably can't see much.
Currently, no, you do not.
I'm going to move up flank Illiken's side.
Yeah, I can move up to be with them too. Try to get at least a distant view of what's going on without getting involved.
He looks over at Claudette and says, "Do you want to see what's going on?"
Need to move up a couple more feet.
He
And a
attempts
dark
to be
vision.
sneaky.
Yes, I have to.
You were extremely sneaky with a 10.
Just to clarify, all we've heard at the moment is some crunching snow.
Correct.
Okay.
Heavy crunching snow.
Can I see anything?
How much dark vision do you have?
I think 60 like everybody else. Let me double check. Yep, 60 feet.
Yes, from there you see what you would recognize as a mammoth, because you've seen one and killed one recently. And riding the mammoth is a massive, massive humanoid.
Okie dokie, before I go much further, I think I'm going to try to stealth. I'm so good at that today. Come back and I tell the group what I see ahead of us. Oh, yay. I'm breaking my stealth to tell the group. Does that mean I can stealth again?
Right, let's go be friendly.
Who's
Illiken says-
Verheis?
That doesn't sound like
Illiken
Verheis
says,
at all.
Let's go be friendly. Right, so let's go kill something.
Who's Verheis?
My brain was somewhere else while I was listening to the sound. Let's go be friendly. Find if he knows anything about Easthaven.
I'm kind of reluctant to meet up with strangers out here in the dark. I'm just going to hold back here at the crossroads and wait for you.
Okay. He starts walking off because Nowhere said that he's going to wait for him to go do this.
I'll lean over to Nowhere and say, how long do you suppose it's going to be before he gets killed?
Not long at the rate he's going.
I'm not going to take that bet.
That's quite all right.
I will try to stay as close to them, as far back from them as possible, but still within range, because somebody needs to save their asses when they go down.
I'm going to take off my snowshoes and place them against the snowbank right here.
All right. As you are in the snow, give me a dexterity save.
Who? Everybody? That's in the snow?
If you're taking off your snowshoes, you're off the path. You manage to stay on the snow.
I have snowshoes on, so does that help me or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he notice me coming up?
I'm going to hide behind this rock here. If you'll let me.
That's a good idea. I'll move up with Celestine.
I'd say about there, Illiken. He notices you.
Illiken waves.
He yells at you in giant. Halt! Who goes there?
Illiken, and you?
Chaos.
Where are you headed?
He just points in that direction.
In what direction?
Is there any chance that's the direction of the Frost Giant Lodge with the wolves and the dead Frost Giant?
It would be.
Okay, I thought so.
What's there?
Sorry, that broke up, Sky.
I said, what's there?
Sky, can you repeat your answer one more time? I'm sorry.
I'm not hearing his answer.
That's because you keep talking over it, dude.
Others.
Thank you, Sky. Others.
I still couldn't hear him. That's why I had to log back in.
He said others.
Gotcha. I hear you now. He looks around. Not sure what else he needs to say.
I
Okay.
can barely hear you now since you logged back in.
He looks around. Not sure what to say and says, okay. Been here before, didn't meet any of our kind.
You can tell that he's not your kind. The dude is massive. The just because he speaks giant and you speak giant, he might be of similar kin, but where you're kinda tall, he's massively tall.
Yeah, like you're 8 feet, maybe. He's 23 feet.
He's still small.
On top of a mammoth, which is probably about 10 to 14 feet.
He turns around. He starts walking back a little bit since the guy's ignoring him. And he whispers to those close enough so that the other guy can't hear. What's he gonna do when he finds all his dead friends? And the town.
Are you talking to us? Behind the
Yeah.
rock?
Yeah.
Well, it was obvious that his friend was not killed by humanoids.
Oh, I thought he was talking. We were talking about the caves, because that's what's over here is the caves. I thought.
No, this guy said he was going towards the lodge. You know,
Oh, okay.
with the dead, the mammoth, the winter wolves, the kids that were kidnapped. North Sioux,
When everything's gone that's over there, what's he going to do to the town?
The town is hours and hours away. Why should he do anything?
Okay, because I didn't see
Put it that way. All right, so the cross is where you're at right now. He's headed that direction.
Okay, so you guys don't want to do anything. Here's what he's asking.
I don't think there's any reason for him to connect it to the town at all, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I sure don't think there's any reason why he should suspect our group here when the lodge is so far away.
Okay.
I think you're just looking for trouble.
No, asking for trouble. Not looking.
Besides, I imagine if Finnegan needs help, he will find a way to contact us.
I think we should head on toward Easthaven. There's a big celebration going there. I think we need to be there.
Okay. And then he starts walking the other way. Walking towards the... Well, no, it wouldn't be south that we want to go. We want to go east, right? Directly east?
Yep.
We're not south, but north. So we're going this way that I'm over here, or up top?
No, east to the right.
Okay.
North is north. Up is north. All right, so another hour goes by.
I put my snowshoes back on, by the way.
That would probably be a good idea. Another hour goes by, and you start to see some houses dotted along, some bigger houses, kind of silhouette further off. As you reach a couple of the houses, there is come upon a placard that depicts a snowflake at the top center of a steel gray field above a horizontal brown field that forms the left-hand base and a dark blue field that forms the right-hand base. Where they meet is a thin white tower.
Easthaven.
Nowhere would know the brown field represents the east way, the tower represents the town, and the blue field is Loch Dinashir.
Well,
Ooh,
that sure looks like Easthaven to me.
Okay, do you tell the rest of us what that means?
That's just what I said. It looks like Easthaven to me. So
Then Ilkin allows Nowhere to lead the way since he knows more about this place than we do.
well, I don't want to lead the way. Don't
You
push
know
me
about
out
it.
front. Don't push me out front.
He walks behind Nowhere.
No, you quit trying to do that to me. You run your character and let me run mine.
I am running my character. Thank you.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to lead out and take the head of the party because that's not my place.
I will.
I look at both of them, shake my head, decide that I'm just going to go out in front of both of them.
Yeah, Claudette and Celestine will take the lead.
Wait, and change pages.
Okay.
Hasn't changed in mine.
Yeah, you guys are still on the map. Under the random.
Oops.
You changed pages.
I changed pages. All right, there you go.
Oh, this looks like a good town to reap some benefits.
Man, this looks nothing like the game. That sucks.
You're talking about
It's the
it,
game.
Icewind Dale?
Yes. This place is massive compared to the one in the game. Have you ever seen the game, Sky? Ever played the game?
Uh-huh.
The very first
Long
town.
time ago.
Yeah, the very first town is Easthaven. And this is not the Easthaven from the game. Just saying.
I mean, that game takes place 100 years ago, too.
Oh, does it? I
think
didn't
so.
realize that. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Okay, well, I'm going to move up next to Celestine, and I'll just stay with her because, I don't like these big places. They make me uncomfortable. And she, at least, seems to have the confidence to know what she's doing. So I'll just go along with Celestine, and we'll probably find out where the powers that be are and what we can do, if anything, about this mage that's going to be burned.
Okay, which way are we coming in from?
The east way.
Okay.
Okay, let's find the first person we can see and ask them where the largest tavern is.
So
We're the mayor's house.
So it is quite windy today as you meander down the main road. It's sitting about 4:30 in the afternoon, even though it still looks like midnight. There's a couple people milling about here and there, but for the most part, for a town as large as this, it seems rather quiet.
Okay, I'll just walk up to some stranger and ask, where's the nearest or biggest or best tavern?
Boy, you'd want to go to the Wet Trout. It'll be all the way up to the northeast. Heads sits off a dock on the water.
Well, thank you then. Have a good day. And I will start heading kind of northeast. Try and get as close to the water as I can. And follow it towards, around trying to find this place he's giving us directions to.
As you continue on down, down the main area, take you about 30 minutes of walking or so. However, you'll start to hear people murmuring to each other and shouting at somebody.
Okay. Let's make our way to the commotion then.
As you turn a corner, you see that a crowd has gathered in front of. Oopsies. Oh, you're not there. You're there. So you're actually about right there. Turn the corner, you see that a crowd has gathered in front of the town hall to watch the public execution of Zahn. Despite efforts to disguise himself, was recognized and arrested for the crimes he has inflicted upon Dale folk. He's been bound to a stake and gagged. Members of the militia used torches to light the straw tucked around his feet. Fanned by the wind, the fire catches quickly. Zahn does not struggle or scream as he is quickly engulfed in flames. Bundled up spectators move closer to the human bonfire, eager to feel its warmth.
Do we know this person? Or do I know this person?
Give me a history check.
Isn't that the guy that we ran into south of Baldur's Gate?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't think you guys have been to Baldur's Gate.
I certainly haven't.
Okay. I was trying to do that out of context, but whatever.
That name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure why. Out of character. I don't know why.
In character, I don't think that you may have heard in dealings that there were wizards that were targeting adventurers here and there. But more relative, this would be the wizard that you'd heard about in a couple of towns, stating that he was being executed once they found enough wood.
Okay. Expected that much. And it's like too late. The fire's already started and he's burning, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll just kind of turn to the rest of the party and be like, oops, looks like we're too late.
As you approach, a figure walks towards you. She is bedecked in a tailored coat and a fur hat. Hello! My name is Imdra Arlagath. I am captain of the guard of our fair town here. Who might you be?
Greetings. My name is Celestine. These are my friends. I'll just kind of point to them. Nowhere, Ilkin, Arden, and Claudette.
Which town do you fare from, and what business do you have here in Easthaven?
Well, I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think any of us are actually from the 10 towns. Oh, except for maybe Nowhere. But we've just come here currently from Dugan's and we heard about your wizard, and I'll kind of nod to the bonfire. Heard about your wizard over there, and thought we'd come take a look, see if we could find out more about the story and what's going on.
She'll point over her shoulder. And that's Zahn. He coldly murdered some adventurers who had aided the people of Icewind Dale in the past. We finally caught him, and in an effort to make sure that this never happens again, or rather to deter any who think it would be good to harm the folks of Tin Towns or the adventurers whom we recognize, we decided a public spectacle was necessary. We rarely have executions, and even more rare are they done publicly.
That's understandable. Where did he, uh, I guess, defeat these adventurers?
Un momento. It's 3 o'clock. Let's take a break, and I'll have an answer hopefully in 15 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
I'm still here when everybody else gets back.
All right, so everybody back.
I was told there was a place.
Give me
in
just a second.
the-
Okay, I'm back. My dad is unfortunately gonna have to take a longer break. He said to go ahead and play without him for now. He's got to take care of something that kind of came up out of nowhere.
But it's finding a place where she's not in pain or something like that. So when she gets back, we'll start back up.
Okie doke.
Works for me. And I know that Celestine was the one that asked a couple questions. I don't remember what they.
Didn't hear you at all.
You're very quiet, Kenny.
I said I know Celestine. You asked questions. I don't know if we got all the answers. Testing, testing.
Even quieter than before.
Testing.
Can you boost your mic at all? Because last night I had you at 84% out of 100. Today I've got you at 123.
Test, test, test.
Oh, that got worse. Way worse.
Switch to my phone. How's this?
Wow.
What'd you say?
Much better.
Okay.
When we logged in earlier, you were loud, and then throughout the game, you just got a little quieter, and a little quieter, and then a little quieter. And finally, it got to the place where I could hardly hear you.
And it got worse every time we logged in or out.
Yep.
Are you using a battery powered headset?
Testing, testing.
You're back to really low again.
Take on my phone. I'm in. I'm here.
Okay. Still waiting on Claudette and Nowhere. See that, Sky?
What's that?
Did you see that?
What's that?
Thing that popped up on the screen?
No. Oh, nice. Opal? It's been 35 minutes. We're gonna continue on.
I'm here.
So Imdra will answer Celestine's question with we got a we got a note randomly from someone that mentioned that he had hired a group of adventurers to find a lost area. Those same adventurers were found dead just outside of town after they had come back.
Was there any evidence saying that he did this?
Yes, plenty of evidence. It was him.
By chance did he confess?
He hasn't said anything.
So the bodies of these adventurers were found just outside of town?
Yes, ma'am. In the meantime, 4 fishers went missing on Loch Denishire a 10-day ago. The coastline is hard to sail along because of the ice flows, but savvy anglers prefer it there, as there are fewer competing fishers from the other lake towns there. We need someone to scout the coastline and search for them. Would you be interested?
I am. I'm willing to help.
Arden
Or try to help.
both say yes, and Arden asks where where they were supposed to explore that they ended up dead. The individuals that ended up dead outside of town, where were they supposed to explore?
It was after they came back from adventuring that they were killed. Or from this location that they were killed.
I know, that's why I asked the question.
Well, you would need to ask Zon that. We asked Zon that. Zon doesn't speak.
A wizard who doesn't speak? I mean,
He,
did he speak before? Just hasn't speak since.
oh yes, he's speak before. He's spoken
Okay.
before. He has not spoken since he was arrested.
He watches them burn. I don't think he's going to talk anymore.
Can I do some sort of check, nature check, arcana check, something like that, to see if I know of any spells that can cause a similar situation?
Sure. Your choice.
Arcana, or... Okay. My choice? Well, shoot.
Well, I don't know. Are there? Um.
I'm just wondering, um, the body in the fire, is it, first of all, is it screaming at this point? As
Yeah.
it's dying? Okay. Did it...
It's just he's grimacing from the pain, and at this point he's probably dead and melted, and muscles probably on fire. But
Okay. Simulacrum, maybe, but they usually melt away to water when they die. Clone might also do it. A clone that isn't inhabited by the caster or creator might not speak. This is all out of character, of course.
gotcha. Well, um, would a and of course both of those are wizard spells.
A simulacrum is 7th level, and I think clone is 9th level.
8th level, but still wizard. I would say you might have heard. I don't know how much deals you would have had with wizards in your background of doing some small trades and stuff in the cities.
Probably not a whole lot.
Yeah, I'd say you probably don't know whether he was under a spell or whether he was just not talking.
Okay.
Alright, so anyways.
Okay, he doesn't. Okay, I don't know if anybody in the group has done magic, detect magic, and if nobody has, he wouldn't think about it. If somebody had, he would think about it. That's why it was one of those where, because of the questions that. Oh, no, you haven't been asking the questions. Never mind, he wouldn't ask it anyways, because that wasn't a verbal question. That was a mental question.
I have done detect magic in the past. I have not at this point, though. In, just since we got to town type of thing.
No, that's okay. Like I said, I was thinking you were asking those questions as a verbal, and it wasn't until no, he's seeing if his character would know this internally, so he wouldn't. Illiken wouldn't ask that question to begin with. If you'd asked those questions outside, then Illiken would have said, "Can you do this?" But since you have it, he wouldn't.
Gotcha.
You've just confused me. But we'll go on. So she asked if y'all would be interested in searching for the missing fishers.
Oh yes. Welcome back, Claudette.
Certainly.
Well, boats can be found down near the docks. In an effort to find our fishers, you can borrow one or two in order to help our town. If anyone asks who told you you could, we'll let them know it was I.
I certainly will.
Do you have any poles or uh, hooks that we can use along in case we have to pick up bodies?
Poles?
We can handle it.
Oh, yeah. He follows the group.
Just to clarify, she said there are 4 fishers missing, and they went exploring along the coast, or yeah, the coast essentially.
She doesn't know where they went specifically, but she said 4 fishers went missing on Lake Danishir about 10 days ago. Coastline is hard to sail along because of the ice flows, but savvy anglers prefer it because there are fewer competing fishers from the other lake towns.
Okay. So I guess we start heading out. Well, how long did it take us to travel here?
Um, about 3 hours ish, 3 and change.
So if the election is in the middle of the day, we're getting pretty close to our
You're
bedtime.
sitting. Election was 1 ish, 2 o'clock. You left about 5:30, 6 o'clock ish right now.
Okay, do we want to find a place to stay and do this in the morning, or do you want to head out now and take a chance of getting stuck out there overnight?
I say in the morning's fine.
Okay, then is Imdra still here?
Sure.
Okay. I will ask her, first of all, who is the speaker of this town?
That would be Speaker Shane.
Shane, spelled just like Shane, Shane.
Just a sec. Whoop, that's not it. Why did I? I don't know why I did that. Oh well. That would be Speaker Waylon. Speaker Daneth Waylon.
Okay, thank you. And where is a tavern that you would suggest for us to stay for the evening?
If you want a tavern, that would be the Wet Trout on up to the northeast. If you would like to stay the night, I would suggest the White Lady Inn down towards the way you came.
I apologize. The inn is what I meant. Then we will bid you adieu and find lodging for the evening. And we'll make our way to the White Lady.
All right. It takes you probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get down to the White Lady Inn.
Okay. As soon as we get in, I will get a room and there's some food, room, and then head up to my room and start working on a project.
Arden and Illiken will get a room, and Illiken will feed a buried Arden, and they'll go to bed.
Is the inn lively? Are there lots of people?
No, not really. There's a couple people drinking at the bar, but not much.
I'm gonna mosey up to the bar and just kind of keep my ears open.
As you do walk into the establishment, you see a crude sign that says, "Watch thy pouch."
Okay, I will definitely keep an eye on my pouch. And all other items.
I hide mine where I would normally hide one if I was hiding mine.
You're looking for dinner, the two of you. It will be 6 copper each. And drinks, of course, still 2 silver. And for each room, it will be 5 silver.
How much is it for Illiken and
2 silver drink, 6 copper per meal.
neither one of them needs a meal, just a room. So how much?
The room will be, I say it's 5, I think. 5 silver.
I'll give him 2 gold, pay for my food, Nowhere's food, and our rooms. Nowhere can buy his own drinks.
Can't wait till he gets back and asks for mead.
Oh, he can buy his own drinks. Also, once the food comes, I will wrap it up, take it upstairs to my room, and start a project whenever you have time.
Alright. As y'all are doing this, everybody give me a perception check.
Man, I'm rolling like crap. Did you want me to roll for nowhere?
Sure. Sorry, not the Drake companion, but um, Celestine, you did not notice, but Illiken did this. Claudette, no, Illiken did. What the? Why is there? Oh, Arden. Okay, Arden and Claudette and Nowhere notices a gnome reaching into your bag.
Who's?
Yours.
Crap.
I'm going to grab the gnome's hand and assume he understands thieves can't, and let him know that I would not do that if I were him.
Right back at you, he will say, "It's all fair game."
Not with my party members.
I'm assuming I noticed this exchange between the two of them, considering it's happening right next to me.
Yeah, probably.
I will kind of look back and forth between the two and just be like, so what's going on? Because I obviously don't know thieves can't. Sorry, say it again.
I kind of missed the last two sentences. Can you repeat?
I said I just look back and forth between the two of you and say, so what's going on? Since I obviously don't know thieves can't.
So I look at the gnome and I said, do we have an accord, yes or no?
He smiles
That doesn't answer my question,
and then disappears.
even though I had his hand in my hand.
Mm-hmm. He's gone.
Damn arcane tricksters.
I look at her and I go, well, since I don't know if we have an accord or not, I would bound your bag to yourself because he had his hands in your bag.
I will start looking through my bag. Is anything missing?
38 silver is missing.
38 silver.
Yep.
Illiken will check his too.
Illican, yours is fine.
And he'll keep his in his hand until he's in his room.
That little
I think
bastard took some money.
I think we should all heed warning of the sign. Make sure when you go to bed tonight that you sleep with your valuables on you. As I look around, do I notice any other thieves' cant messages, anything that should let me know that this probably isn't the safest place for us to stay for the night?
Give me a perception check. No. No, there's still about 2-3 people at the bar, and you don't notice anybody else hanging around. It's just a small bar. It's not a busy tavern or anything.
I guess I'm going to go ahead and, again, mosey up to the bar, sit down, put my ear to the ground, and see if I learn anything.
All right, give me a perception check.
I guess I'm going to do them until I suck so bad I just don't know anything.
Are you whispering those?
Yeah, she is.
Oops, I'm sorry.
I think
I
it's
was
cool.
doing really good for a while.
I think it's cool that you can do it. So
You can. It should be enabled. I think I enabled it on everybody's. It's a little button up at the top that says GM versus something else, or 2GM.
Public or 2GM?
okay,
When I'm stealing from people, it's just nice to be able to only talk to the DM. That way, y'all don't know when I do it and when I don't.
that's why I said it was cool.
All right, so how long am I going to sit at the bar before I realize that I don't know anything?
All you'll hear is you'll overhear one lady say to another lady, and the worst part about it is that the lucky bastard got a whole gram of spice.
De-spice.
The spice is life.
That's all you hear.
Okay.
Just random
So,
comment.
I'm going to ask the barkeep about a room, find out how much I owe for sitting at the bar, and because I don't drink, and how much I owe for the room.
The tavern keeper will say 5 silver for the room. Sitting at the bar's free.
So, I hand over the 5 silver. Get my key to my room, go up, lock it, check the room for anything that may be dangerous to my purse. Do I have to roll anything for that, or is that okay? And then I can just go to bed.
That's fine. Claudette, or not Claudette, Celestine, what were you doing? I didn't hear anything. I saw you queue up. I'm not hearing anything.
Sorry, I mute my mic when I'm coughing, and sometimes forget to unmute it.
Gotcha.
I have to ask if you'll let me do this first of all. I want to start a project basically to make studded leather armor, and I want to take some of the leather, like the remainder of the white moose, and slice it into strips, and then take one of the white wolf pelts and slice that into kind of like a collar with fringe strips down the front, and basically just weave the white moose skin into the strips from the belt to make it into studded leather.
Sure.
Okay, I'm imagining that would probably take more than one night though. Seriously.
It was amazing, but sometimes it just does not work.
Right. I have to say that I think that the dice are not in your favor today.
Okay,
Sorry,
16 hours is what I found. Love Reddit. Never understood Reddit until now, until getting into this stuff. Ooh, wow. 10, 11.
just a second, guys. I'm sorry. I have to step away from the computer for a second. Just a second, guys. I'm really sorry. I have to step away from the computer for a second.
Looking, you and Arden were just heading to bed, or?
Yeah, they headed to bed. Ilkin went upstairs, locked the door, made sure if there was a window, the window was really shut. Checked to see if there was anything that he could see, like if there was a. Hey, the wall shouldn't be open like that. So to him, not to thief skills, but it's just okay. He knows he's a thief. He tells the Drake companion, "Man, be on guard as best you can. Let's go to sleep." And then he lays down on his. He makes sure that he's laying down on his couch so that Nobody can take it.
Okay, where on my checkbook?
On mine, it's printed right after my name on the check itself.
Using it as a pillow as best you can.
Okay. Give me an investigation on your room.
There's a month and year there.
No, you don't really. Nothing that stands out that a secret passageway or something that anybody might use.
You don't have it?
That works. And then, like I said,
Yeah, no.
Arden just casts alarm in his room. He shuts the door, makes sure it's locked, and then casts
But I put
alarm
my
to where
name on
somebody goes
check.
in, it'll wake him up.
You think it was 95?
Yes, I think it was 15.
Okay. I wonder what just
Sounds
was
good.
and then we have
I can't possibly see why they would care when my account was made.
I don't know either.
Can't think of any reason
Yeah,
for that to be relevant.
I can't either, but whatever. I'll put it in and I suppose if it's not right, they'll call me. Or they'll give me a hard time. I don't know.
Think I'd be able to check online to go back and see how far back my statements go?
Well, they only go back about 10 years.
Well, that's not far enough.
No, don't worry about it.
I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
All right, so you can go with first start of the project. You're cutting and shaping. Take typically about 4 hours to cut and shape the armor. By the end of it, I would say that you're a little distracted by the fact that that gnome had his hand where it shouldn't have been, and you realize that you've only gotten about 2 hours worth of cutting and shaping in that 4 hour period.
Okay, and you said it's going to take me 16 hours to get it done?
Yeah,
Did I hear that right? Okay.
where it should take 16. At least based on this Reddit article that I found.
Okay.
All right. As y'all go to bed, Claudette, give me a perception at disadvantage. Okay. And y'all wake up in the morning. Claudette, give me. Let's do investigation. Yeah. So, as you get out of the bed and you step down, or you put your legs over the bed and you step to stand up, really cold metal hits your feet, and you look down and you notice a small pile of coins.
Do I know where the coins came from?
No idea. There's 38 copper, though.
For me, did he take 38 copper or 38 silver?
They took 38 silver.
Of course.
Okay, so I look in my bag and I see whether or not I have my full 69 copper.
Yeah, you've got everything you had.
Okay, so that's strange, but I'll begin picking it up.
So,
While I'm
eventually,
picking it up, is there anything odd about it, strange about it, weird? Or is there anything written on it where I can read it?
nope.
I'm going to put that in a separate pouch away from my money.
So, make you, everybody wakes up to smell of bacon in the morning.
Does it smell like real bacon or fish bacon?
Oh, it smells like real bacon. Sounds a bit bigger than good mead.
Oh, I'm like actually sprinting down for breakfast.
Out. It's only one floor, but um, but yeah, as you make it out, they've got bacon and real chicken, eggs, and coffee and ale.
Is this a buffet style or is it like just what's on the menu?
It's considered a meal. So uh, coffee, bacon, and eggs would be 5 silver, and then um, 2 silver per ale.
Hey, Dad.
Okay, I'm gonna fork over my 5 silver because I don't drink ale. And I am going to enjoy the breakfast.
I have to put the ale in there for those morning drinkers. Nowhere. Best part is that he's not here to defend himself. Yeah. That's breakfast. Anybody want to do anything? Get headed out or?
Ilkin will check his bag to make sure everything is there, and then he'll come downstairs and he'll walk outside because he doesn't trust the bar.
There's no stairs to walk down.
Then he'll motion to everybody. He's going outside, and he goes outside. Uh,
Give me investigation on your stuff. You think it's all there?
okay.
Are the same two people still sitting at the bar that were here last night?
Nope. Bar is empty except for y'all.
All right. Any sign of the gnome?
Nope.
I asked the barkeep if he knows of a thieves' guild in town.
He will say that he doesn't know of one, but surely there is one.
Do you know where one might go to ask such questions so that people do know?
Possibly you might find some information at the Wet Trout. You might find some information somewhere on one of the docks. Maybe one of the city areas of town. Not really into all that, so.
All right, and everything was good this morning when you opened up. You weren't missing anything.
Stuff goes missing here and there. Eventually it'll be found.
Okie dokie. Were you possibly missing 38 copper out of your drawer this morning?
No.
Okay. I was just checking. I found 38 copper and I was willing to return it, but thank you for your honesty.
Celestine, if you're next to her, you would hear that.
I don't think he's back yet.
I hear
I don't. Oh, there he.
I hear it, but I don't say anything. Say or do anything with it. Because I'm missing silver, not copper, and copper is not worth it to me.
Just for shits and giggles, give me an insight check. I'll see. I think you would understand the symbolic nature that 38 silver was stolen from you, and that 38 copper was left for the person that told the gnome that they're not allowed to touch her party.
Okay, I will. After the barkeep is stepped away, I will quietly mention to Claudette that was the amount of silver stolen from me, and that it must be symbolic in some way.
When she mentions that, does something like light up in my head or something?
I don't know. That would be up to you, but it just you had mentioned to the gnome last night that people aren't to steal from your party or your group of friends, and so it had already stolen, and it returned a very cheap amount of 38 copper to you.
Processing fee.
I roll my eyes in the back of my head and finish my breakfast. I asked for a breakfast to go. Pay my 5 silver and take breakfast out to Illiken.
Ilkin thanks her, and he accepts, but he hands her a blueberry.
Good berry.
Good berry.
I'll put it in my pack.
And he asks, "Are we heading to the fishery to grab a boat now?"
I look at Celestine and I look at Illiken and I say, every day that we spend, that jerk that was going to ruin the election is getting further and further away from us. Or hatching a plan in another city.
Yeah, but and Ilkin looks at her and says, "The thief that stole, or the thief that put his hand in," and he points to Celestine's bag is still here, and he'll be here for a while. It's just the nature of the beast. I'm not being paid for somebody else, or no, it wouldn't be. It's we dealt with the election. What happens next happens.
I shrug and start heading wherever everybody else is heading.
Let's head towards the dock to borrow a boat and see if we can find these missing fishermen.
So as you head to the docks, there are plenty of boats around. There's plenty of small rowboats that would fit 4 people, or some mastiffs that would fit 8. Does anybody have proficiency in water vehicles?
Proficiency in water.
Not that I'm aware. Only from what I've seen other people do is for Illiken and Arden.
Yeah, no one here has that. So probably just a couple of rowboats. So I imagine we'll probably need 2 for this gang.
Yeah. For the 5 of you, 2 rowboats if nobody has water vehicle proficiency.
Nope.
You take a couple boats out onto the lake, walking. About 20 minutes later, you get to where there's open water. Get in, and who's the lead of each boat, basically? Or actually, let's do group survival.
So you want everybody to do survival?
Yeah. And who is in each of the boats?
Nowhere and Celestine probably in the same boat.
Me, my Drake, and whoever joins me, and I guess Arden is just a filler.
So to make it 3 and 3, I'll go with Celestine and nowhere.
Okay. Yeah. Make it. It takes a while. It's choppy waters. Hold on. As you row and row and row and row. Eventually. As you venture towards the area that the captain told you to search, give me a perception check. Somebody, anybody, everybody out here. Yeah, that'll do. You look towards the right and you notice that a rowboat is just bobbing untethered in the water amid some small ice floes, not far from the 80-foot cliffs that abut the shoreline. The mouths of 4 caves dot the snowy cliffside. One of these caves is at water level, and the others are elevated 20 to 30 feet above the frozen lake. The wind tearing through these icy caves sounds like moaning.
Illiken will point it out uh, to his crew and also shout if because he doesn't know if they saw it or not. He points over and he'll start rowing towards the shore. And once he's there, he'll pull his boat and the boat that's bobbing onto land so it can be investigated.
Okay, give me a survival check to try that.
Are these caves? Are they just in the cliffside, or is there actually land here for us to park, so to speak?
There's ice a good like 70 or 80 feet out from where the land is, or where from the cliffs are.
Me and survival ain't working today.
Yeah, every time you try and get close to the other boat, with the waves, it just goes a little further out.
He looks around and shrugs and says, I can't get to it. It's cursed.
Okay, can I try getting to it then?
Sure. Survival. It's probably that you're a little more lithe, a little more agile than that guy that's like 2 or 3 feet taller than you and bulky and apparently doesn't know how to row a boat. But yes, you're able to get up next to the boat.
You see, Illigan, it's more than about just strength.
For smash.
You say Hulk smash.
He just said Hulk smash.
So yeah, you guys get over to the ice, pull your boats up onto the ice and the other one.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. I finally managed to come back. I'm lost, but I'll get filled in later.
You drank about 30 gold worth of ale at breakfast and about 30 gold worth of ale last night at the bar.
30 gold?
No.
I don't think so.
And right now you're laying in the rowboat, passed out, hardly breathing.
I thought the rowboat wishing he was dead because of the rocking of the boat.
Well, I handle my liquor very well, thank you.
I got pickpocketed, and we are trying to find some missing fishermen. We went out looking, and we found 4 caves in the side of a cliff. We are currently landing the 2 rowboats that we borrowed on some ice, and are about to make our way to the caves.
Okay, that sounds like enough update for now. I'll get more later if I need it. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Hey, things have to be taken care of. You're good.
Go ahead, Sky.
It's okay, nowhere. I laid down for the first time in a while and I was able to actually not be in pain. So it took me a little while to get back to. You're All right, so when we get these boats taken care of, do we see anything inside the empty boat?
Give me an investigation check. It looks like a boat.
Yeah, but you're not quite sure.
Yeah, I don't even know that that's really a boat there, is it?
Okay, he was going to help her, but he'll see if he can help somebody else inspect it because she's over there looking like it's French or a piece of drywood.
All right, somebody else want to check with advantage?
Sure, why not? I'll give him advantage.
Oh no, I'm helping you. You get the roll.
Is that investigation?
Yes. Looks like a boat.
Kind of figured that was going to be the response. Okay, this boat's empty. Let's go. Let's go see what that lower cave is about and yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we'll look to see if there's any tracks leading into the cave.
okay. So in the boat, you find 4 oars, 4 sets of fishing tackle, and about a dozen empty bottles lying in it. You also see 4 sets of footprints leading from the boat to the southernmost cave. And why I am changing pages.
It's going to be one big map. Wow.
And after about 10 to 15 minutes, that is where you get.
Pelican walks a little bit north just to see what's there. Comes
Cliffs. Lots
down.
and lots of cliffs.
Yep, the cliffs.
I'm gonna walk with Illiken because I think I could find the cliffs as easier terrain.
He just walked like 80 feet north and came back.
And when he came back, he's asking, who wants the lead? I'll do it, but who wants to?
I will be happy to go on ahead. Just give me a
Into the
moment.
caves?
What's that? What?
You mean into the caves? Who wants to lead into the caves?
Yes. He did it last time. He doesn't mind doing it this time again. He's just asking. There's no town. There's no people. He's happy. He can go forward.
Well, I will stand behind the meat shield. As in, I'm not going first.
I'll go ahead of you. I don't have a problem with it.
I'll stay with Celestine.
Well, can you give me a perception check? Just barely. As you look, as you're going into the cave and you look up, roll initiative.
We look up. We look up and what?
Good. As you're following Illiken in, why'd you move your token, dude? You were there. You look up and roll initiative.
Do I have time to cast a spell before we go into combat?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Shoot. You want me to roll that again and select my token this time?
Girl.
Sure, but we'll change it for. Ooh,
Yes.
ouch.
So go, girl. Yes, you. Oh, you like that, don't you? Yes, you do.
You do realize that I'm very small on this map.
You scratch.
Yes, everybody is very small.
Scratching that itchy neck, huh?
Very.
That color itches, huh? I forgot to mute. Sorry, guys.
Did you re-roll yours?
You want me to re-roll? Yes, I will.
It's kind of opposite ends of the spectrum.
Right?
I fixed it to the 23, but just needed it
Thank you.
on the turn order.
You can add any tokens to the turn order just by right-clicking on the token and hitting add turn if you want. Just letting you know. Not that, you know, it really matters.
I thought that Celestine and I were supposed to be leading the party.
No, Celestine specifically said that the meat shield needs to go first.
That was back in town. Because...
It was 2 seconds ago before when we were walking in the cave.
Of course, you notice that Illiken ran away.
No, then I started moving forward. And I was trying to find my Drake, and I moved my thing more than I thought I did because my Drake wasn't on the screen.
So, you notice two harpies about 50 feet in the air coming down at Illiken. They look hungry. Celestine, it is your turn.
The only target we see is the harpies?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll stop there and I will... to the North Harpy.
How long is that whip?
It's got a 30-foot range.
They are 50 feet in the air.
Then I didn't do that. I just step forward and watch.
And I don't do what I thought I did because I thought his would touch.
Actually, I will go ahead and fire my longbow. Since I can. If that's okay.
Yep.
I'm assuming 20 hits,
I'm looking. Yep, it hits.
Okay, 5 points of damage. Yay!
Oh, which one?
North one.
+2 fire damage.
Fire damage?
Yep.
Why did I do the fire damage?
Just one sec, hold on. What?
The Drake attack.
Infused strikes with the Drake. Okay, cool. But
Okay. You said they're 30 feet up in the air?
yep.
50 is what you said.
Sorry, 50 feet. Yeah.
50. I don't think I can reach them, so I'm going to try to throw a dagger at the north one.
That's quite an arm you got.
Seven does not hit.
Okay, so I would like to, as a bonus action, get steady aim on my next action.
Can you link it? Perfect. You can only use this bonus action if you haven't moved during this turn.
Okay, I guess I'll wait for the next one.
Cool. Any other bonus actions you can use?
Don't think there is. I'm kind of not able to use my offhand, and I think that kind of does everything that I can.
Nowhere.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to move up here behind Celestine. And those two enemies with the 5 on them, those are the harpies?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to fire with my longbow at this one.
That's the north one.
Yes, sir.
That'll hit.
I ordered it before because your text
And it's 13 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay, did Dad get it?
and I think I'm done.
All right, Arden.
But everything is a melting mess. You even got ice cream on your nose. Daisy will get it off her. Huh? Daisy will take care of it.
And will not hit.
I'm sorry, you say that didn't hit?
A 10 does not hit, no.
He will also. No, he'll leave it. We're all beating these guys up too much or fast, so.
Miss Harvey will there. And everybody needs to make a wisdom saving throw that is except for nowhere. Celestine and the Drake are not affected. Honestly, the Drake wouldn't be affected anyways because it's not a humanoid. Everybody else is charmed.
Except nowhere?
Except for nowhere. Nowhere didn't roll because it was out of range. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of y'all's turns. Outside of Illiken, let's see here, Claudette and Arden must move on their turn towards the Harpy by the most direct route. Illiken's turn.
So I got to roll for another wisdom check, right? Because that's the end of my turn.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Is the Drake in Or is the harpy close enough that the drake can attack?
The harpy is about 10 feet in the air.
Nope. Okay. I'm still charmed.
Yep. And you're on a whisper at the moment.
Thank you.
And that harpy will end there. And we will go to Celestine.
Now I'll use my whip.
Are you still charmed?
I
He is
never
not
was.
at all.
Oh,
19 will hit.
The northern one, if that wasn't.
Arden is not charmed.
Arden got an 8 on his wisdom save.
Arden got a 22.
Blaine? Oh,
Why does he have advantage?
You have advantage on savings.
saving throws against being charmed. So that is correct.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
And so did I. I'm doing the making sure my dad stays alive.
I had advantage too, if that matters, but it didn't, so.
Anything else, Celestine?
No, sorry.
Alright, Claudette. You can't move into the space ahead of you because of the break. So just give me a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it to bitches.
Yeah, it's like I want somebody to help me. I support him on that.
You are still charmed. Nowhere. Your turn.
Yes, and I am not charmed. So I'm going to fire my longbow at this one. 17 hit.
That will hit.
Well, 10 points of damage, knock it down.
11 points of damage. Almost knocks it down. It is definitely badly hurting.
Only because I forgot to put on Celestine's turn.
You notice as your arrow hits it, a singe of fire that hit it as well. Arden.
Same one he just hit.
That'll hit.
For 10 points.
And kill it.
He aimed for the head hit. 'Cause that's my dad's favorite spot to hit.
Looking.
He's woozy and he wants to wake up. Hopefully.
You are no longer charmed because the one that cast charm on you died.
Ah, cool. Can he swing at anybody and hit them? Are they close enough yet?
How tall are you? 8 feet?
Yes, I believe so.
I think you're close to 8. If you swing
No, actually, I'm
above
five.
your... What's that?
It says I'm 5'6".
No, that must be Rogar. No. Oh,
How is
Rogar
it
there, so-
Goliath 5'6"?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. That's what it put on here. I didn't. Because I know I picked the biggest thing that I could.
No, you're 7'6".
Okay,
It's 7'6".
I'm changing it now.
It says it. Like I just opened it up.
I'm looking at it. It says 5. Well, I'm looking at Arden's. That's why.
Yeah.
That helps if I'm looking at the right one. Yeah, I'm 7'6".
I would say at the moment you are just out of range of the harpy. It's currently sitting at about 10 feet in the air.
Oh, I can't jump up and swing?
I will allow you to attack with one weapon at disadvantage.
If I'm doing one weapon, do a double swing, two-handed attack with that one weapon. That's
I'm
quite
assuming that you have 2 weapons out in your hands.
okay. So just one, no problem. Oh crap! I didn't notice that. Okay, never mind. I'm forgetting this is the wrong character.
10 does not hit.
And the Drake just whines. He's like, I can't. I'm not that tall. Next.
Can I preemptively plug my ears?
It comes down to the ground, or floating at like a foot off the ground. Flying, not floating. And
It works.
both of those are against Illican.
Don't.
And obviously a 4 doesn't.
16 does not hit, so no.
Alright. And that will be the end of its turn. So let's see. That'll hit. Ow.
Wow. That's it.
Alright. Nowhere. Or no, Claudette, sorry.
I was about to say, hold up a second, Mr. DM. She's only a foot off the ground, right?
Yep, she is definitely in your range.
All right. Let's try this baby.
That'll hit.
Then, oh, I got sneak attack too. Why didn't it give me this? Did it give me the sneak attack?
It did not. You can, you hover over where it says sneak attack over to the right where it has the dice. You be able to click that.
It's using both quick assist.
Hover over where it says sneak attack.
Should be in your damage modifier. I'm guessing.
Oh, no, that says blood. Okay, I got it now. So I do a 2d6.
Sure.
And then I will use my offhand as my bonus action.
That'll hit as well.
And then I will do the whole advantage on the next thing.
That requires a bonus action, which you did as your off.
Actually, if you read it, it says when I use my bonus action, I can use this as a bonus action. I don't understand it, but it does say that.
As a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. So, instead of taking
But
your
it says
bonus,
after you use the bonus action.
yes, as a bonus action,
Okay, never mind.
yeah, as a
It's
bonus
all
action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack with your main hand, per se, with your attack action on the current turn.
I don't think the harpy's going to be alive for my next turn anyway.
But
That'll be the end of my
nonetheless,
turn.
okay, that'll give you 10, 15, 16, 17 damage. As your first strike has a little bit of a sizzle to it. Nowhere.
Yes.
That will miss.
Uh-huh. I think I got my bowstring twisted or something.
Yeah.
That's all I got. So I guess I won't be taking that harpy down today.
All right, Arden.
I just not notice my dad does not have anything other than there he is.
Is he moving?
What'd you say?
Is he moving, or is he trying to hit you, or?
Oh, Artie's still back there. I'm thinking he was right next to me because of the dot I had on him. Okay, never mind. So yes, the other one that I do hit. Sorry.
Okay.
So
A 14 will hit.
Just barely.
Oh, nah. Okay.
And Ilkin.
How wounded is this guy?
It's flying and losing a lot. Like it's pretty bad.
I can still hit it, right?
Yeah, and it's flying at a foot. Like it's basically in your attack space.
Well, I know. I was wondering if he was really hurt. I was going to hit him with my. I'll do this one first.
Seven does not hit.
Let's see if my dragon could eat them.
$17 and a 21 do.
And I think I think at this point I only get 2 hits. So
With the first hit, it goes down.
I do want to put into effect that I did not use my pets to help my attacks.
Yeah. So both harpies are dead.
Okay, I'm a little confused.
About what?
Maybe this is a little bit further along in the family. I thought I could collect a soul. That's further on down the road.
Yes, that's further down.
Okay, okay.
Do you become a necromancer?
No,
No,
you'll find out later.
I look at Illiken and I say, no rushing ahead anymore.
Okay. He says yes, and the player says, "I didn't mean to put him that far. I was just trying to find my Drake."
Alright, so it is 5:16. So we will call it there. And we will pick it up as you further head into the Cauldron Caves.
Okay, okay. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go lay down again because it stopped hurting when I laid down.
Well, that's a plus at least. Small plus, but a plus.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.